Alright, so today I'm gonna show how to change the spark plugs on a Honda Shadow Spirit 750. This is 2003. When you first look at the bike, you're only going to be able to see two spark plugs right away. The easiest one is this one in the back. This is the rear cylinder on the left side, so we're going to start with that one. I'm going to use NGK spark plugs. This is part 4929. And it's DPR 8EA9. That's the one that they recommend in the manual. You can get like a different brand if you want, but so this one's pretty easy. All you gotta do is look at this little plastic or rubber boot and just pull it out, just like that. Then you're gonna use this tool, which is a spark plug wrench that comes in the toolkit. If you don't have one, you can just get a regular spark plug wrench, like part of a socket set. I'm gonna use the one that came with the toolkit and just stick it onto the spark plug right there. Then use a 17mm wrench. Either you can use a regular wrench or a socket wrench. My little dog bone here, which works pretty well, so just going to loosen that. Just be careful to keep it straight so you don't twist anything in there. Once it's loose enough, then you can just do it like this. Alright, once I feel that it's kind of loose, I can just pull it out and it should be attached. So there's the old spark plug, and you can see it's about time to change. The manual recommends 8,000 miles. Right now I'm at 8,300, so I think it's about time. So I'm going to pull that out, and I'm going to attach my new NGK spark plug. Just put it back in there, like that. When we first put it in, we're going to hand tighten it because you don't want to mess up the threads by tightening it the wrong way. So just put it in, tighten by hand until it's nice and snug. Then I'll use the wrench to tighten it a little bit more. And again, you don't want to make it too tight. You don't want to ruin the threads. So just make it nice and snug, but not overly tight. If you want to use a torque wrench, I think it's 10 foot-pounds or whatever. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to bother, but just tight enough is okay. And then you just plug the boot back in, and that one, and make sure you hear the little popping sound, like that, so it's connected all the way, and that one's done. Now the second spark plug is behind this cylinder, and you can't get to it right away, so I'm going to show you how to do that next. Okay, there's a spark plug on the forward cylinder that you can't see unless you take off this chrome panel, so I'm going to use my Allen wrench to loosen these bolts. And then you can remove this chrome panel, which is kind of hard to get out. But then you can see that here's where the spark plug is, and then you can just go ahead and take the boot out the same way that you did with the last one, and then you can just use your spark plug wrench to take that one out too. Okay, the next spark plug is on the right side on the rear cylinder, and again it's going to be covered by this chrome panel, so you're going to have to take off these Allen bolts. So loosen those. And there's going to be two of them, just like the one in the front. So that panel comes right off pretty easily, and you can see that there's the boot right here. So you're going to reach in there and pull this out, and then use your spark plug wrench and take that plug out the same way. Alright, the last spark plug is on the front cylinder on the right side, which is just visible right there. You don't have to unscrew anything. So I'm going to pull the boot out. Comes out easily, and I'll actually do this one to show you. Again, so I'm going to use my spark plug wrench, fit it around the spark plug in there. I'm going to loosen it with my 17mm right here. Loosen it. So once it comes out, all I gotta do is just pull the thing out, and it will be stuck in there. Again, you can see it's pretty grody. So pulling that old one out, putting in my new one, like this. Stick it back in there. Remember, you're going to hand tighten to start with, so you don't put it in the wrong way by accident. It should go in nice and smoothly. Once it's tight, I'm going to use my wrench and tighten it a little bit more. Not a whole lot more, but maybe a couple of turns. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay, and then put the boot back in. Make sure you hear that little snap or the click, like that. And that should be done. Now let's make sure it starts up. Yep. So looks like it works. Then you're done.